I think it's just, in my opinion, it's wrong because you're sitting here and you are telling a trans woman, well, I mean, obviously it's your preference. If you prefer not to be with a trans woman, go ahead. But if you are going to engage in a conversation with a trans woman and you like kick it,
holy.
Yeah, you have a conversation with them and it's a really great, amazing conversation, right? But you found out that they're trans and you're like, okay, I'm not going to date you because you're trans.
Oh, how about, okay, you're having a great conversation with a man and it turns out he's married.
What? But he has like a marital status. I'm talking about a transgender woman
Islamic.
who's a human being.
Huh?
I'm talking about a transgender woman who's a human being.
Men aren't human beings?
So is a man. However.
So then I'm obliged to date them because they're human?
So you're basically telling me that like you're obliged to date a married man. If I were to
no.
Okay, but
that's
the opposite.
Not what I'm saying.
So
okay,
you say
so
you're
what
not
are you
obliged to date a married man, just like you're not obliged to date a trans woman.
Your whole argument was, well, what if you're having a really good conversation with this transgender woman and you thought she was beautiful and this is a great person and like if it wasn't for the penis, you would probably marry this person and have kids with them. But you find out they have a and then that's the disqualify. That's a valid.
Is it before or after their bottom surgery?
Doesn't matter. Well, hold on. Wouldn't it be your position that a transgender woman is a woman, even if she hasn't done any exterior changes? She's still a woman, right?
She's still a woman. If it's on her birth, if it's on her birth certificate,
what does it matter?
If it's on her birth certificate and it says female, it has that letter F, then she is legally a female.
No, you can't legally change your sex.
You can't change your birth certificate.
You can change your gender. You
can
can't
do it on
change
your driver's license. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't care what kind of woke the government is doing. That doesn't change. You guys are literally science deniers. You cannot change your sex. Point blank. Period.
But they're
male
doing it.
or female.
No,
End of story.
Well, how are they changing their sex?
What is that?
Gender affirming surgery.
So you say you agree that I'm a human, you're a human?
Yeah.
If I cut off your arm, are you less of a human?
No.
How come?
I'm still a human at the end of the day.
How come?
It just means I have a little disability now that my arm is off.
If I cut off both your arms, you're still a human?
Well, yes.
What about both your legs?
Yes.
What about your torso too?
Yes.
What if all that's left is a head?
I'm still a human because I still have.
What if you lose all your arms, your legs, and your torso, and all you have left is a head, but no eyes, no mouth, no nose, no ears? Are you still a human?
I mean, if my brain is still working and I can like talk.
So a human is a brain.
A human is. I mean, a human. This is flesh. Like we're flesh. I'm human,
yep,
right?
I agree.
Okay. I think that it is incredibly like inconsiderate if you are just going to disregard one. Like, I'm not even going to bring up race because that's a different topic.
But hang on. My question is just this. You right now, you're a woman, right?
Yes.
Okay. You're a female?
Of course.
Okay. If all of you were gone except your head, would you still be a female?
Of course.
Why?
Well, by my hair. I mean, if they took my hair off, by my facial structure, by my lips.
No.
By my.
So your hair and your lips make you a woman?
I mean,
wait. My brother has long hair. Is he a woman?
No. Like makeup that makes you a woman?
No. I mean, what is woman to you? Because obviously,
an adult human female.
Lucy, is it okay to beat up somebody because they're a bigot?
I don't think anyone should enact violence on anybody.
Do you think violence, like for example, what if somebody's ideology you determine is so repugnant it warrants violence? Like for example, do you think Nazis should be like punched in the face?
I think.
They committed a crime.
Just answer the question.
What?
Just answer the question.
There maybe is some kind of rehabilitation therapy that they can go through to not become bigoted.
So
I don't like violence.
You don't hold this position, right? You don't hold this position, but there's two women at this panel that hold that it's wrong for a man to refuse to date a transgender woman because she's trans, right? That is literally an attack on heterosexuality. And as somebody who's straight and who's a heterosexual, yeah, That is concerning when there's going to be groups of people who are going to try to, maybe they won't try violence, but they're going to try to cancel you because you refuse to date somebody with a penis. That's literally their position. Do you understand why
that's not my
why this is an
position or my
issue
stance.
and why we're combating against what I view as like radical extremism? And essentially your your cohort of people is trying to say you're wrong, you're a bigot if you refuse to have sex with somebody who has a penis.
I didn't say that.
I'm not saying that's your position, and I don't think that's most like trans activist position, but there are some who like move forward this position, and I think it's like incredibly potentially risky if we start telling like swaths of like liberal progressives that, oh, you should go cancel this person, you should try to ruin their career, or you should try to actually do physical violence to them.
I don't think that's the right answer, of course.
Right. But like you were about to say, you were saying it's transphobic to say that a transgender woman is not a woman. One step beyond that is it's wrong to not date a trans woman because she's trans. I know that's not your position, but that's going to be like, look at how much the Overton window has shifted. That could be the very next cascading effect of like the way this is going. You're a bigot as a man, and it warrants cancellation, a ruining of your career, or even physical violence if you won't a woman with a cock.
Well, I just don't think that should be the way. But I am curious to why you think that trans people exist. Do you think that they just inherently exist?
Gender dysphoria.
Okay. Absolutely. Okay.
So
I don't think that it's the intention of most trans people to deceive. I don't think that that is their intention. I think that they want to be viewed as the gender that they believe that they are. And I think that that's maybe why some of them are still like those who identify as straight, why they try to pursue a straight relationship. Do I think that they should be upfront about that? Yes, that's what we've decided. Do I think that it makes them any less straight? No. But do I think that I understand why you might think that way? Yes. Because your opinion is that you don't even view them as women in the first place. So why would you think it's straight? But I do. So it's like, you know, these people, they just want to be seen and heard for who they are.
Thank you.
And so that's just what I'm trying to affirm for them is like if this person really strongly believes and they're willing to go through all of this, like this, not violence, but this verbal, I guess, kind of discourse. I don't know if I would even call it abuse, but like just verbal discourse, constantly being told every day that you are not valid for who you are. Like it just sucks to have to be in that position. I don't think that anybody should be condemned for their opinion, because you have every right to your opinion. In America, we have free speech. But I do think that my opinion will not change based on what you have said today.
Should children be able to take puberty blockers?
Absolutely not. I think that, well, actually, it's such a tough call, and I think it's a case by case basis. I think that there should be a cutoff. I think that there definitely are instances of people that have detransitioned. Is that most cases? No. Do you know how many trans people exist in the United States?
Isn't it less than 1%?
It's less than 1%. So it's like, and out of that 1%, the amount of people that transition underage is like 0 point.
That's not true at all. I had several friends.
I mean, like fully transitioned, like hormone blockers surgery.
Yes, I knew several people in high school and middle school that took hormone blockers and got top surgery before they were 18.
Okay, well, I'm not their parents.
Just a very quick question.
Please.
It'll be over in very quickly. Have you ever slept with a trans person with bottom surgery, and would you?
No, I haven't, but I would.
You would? But you haven't.
I have not. I don't know a lot of trans people personally, but it doesn't mean I can deny their right to existence.
But you would sleep with one that had bottom surgery.
I would sleep with a trans person, period.
Yeah. But wait. There's a difference between.
Well, I'm in a unique situation because I like both male and female genitals.
I know, but even then, there's a distinction between somebody who has a removed penis and then one of the colon surgeries, and that's what it is. They pull the colon down towards this wound which is created.
Right. I mean, I don't know if you're familiar with lesbian sex, but there is something that is used that is not part of the body.
Straight man knows about lesbian sex.
No.
Well, no, but that's what I'm trying to say is like there's always instances that are going to be. I mean, you've never used toys in the bedroom with your wife. Like, there's always something that comes in that is not built into us. So what is it any different? You using a vibrator on your wife and someone using something that
I never have.
Oh.
But this aside,
but you kind of see where I'm coming
but this
from.
aside, do you realize that there's a distinction between that and a removed penis with a gaping wound where they pull the colon down? Would you stick your tongue in that?
Maybe. I don't think that they'd like it. I don't know if there is.
No, maybe have a
I'll let it
sensation
roll.
Literally
tingle
an
here and
open
there.
wound. I feel like that would hurt.